What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Black Sheep Family and Autism. My name is Dee. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, be down with the gang. So, I was gonna go live for this video, but with some of the things that YouTube is doing, I was like, I changed my mind and I will do a pre-recorded video. So, Jackson, get someone sit down. Okay, yeah. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep that in or if I'm gonna edit it out. But, so, for reasons with YouTube, I decided that I was going to pre-record this video and put it up. I'm trying to stay on top of putting up videos every day. If y'all seen my short, if you hear from the shorts and stuff like that, appreciate you for stopping by. But y'all will notice the first thing that I said about the short is to make a schedule, right? Cool. I already have my schedule made. My schedule, or our schedule, goes from like 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it's almost a 12-hour schedule of what we do in a day. Now, mind you, you do not have to do a schedule that's this like straight to the point. I broke it up in 30-minute increments because young kids do not do well with sitting still for longer than 15 to 20, maybe 30 minutes if you stretching it. So that's why I did, that's how I did my schedule. Also, I am in Canva. Canva, you can make a planner and all that other type of stuff. So basically what I'm finna do is work in Canva and make their schedule. I'm not going to do that with you guys because I know a lot of people just like, so what's up with the schedule? What I will say is the schedule and stuff like that will be probably available for sale or like a download or something like that if you like what type of schedule I did. So, saying all that to say, the first thing that I have, schedule starts at 7:30 in the morning, so that means that I wake them up by like 7:15. I already be up, y'all. I get up at Lord Jesus. I get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning where this schedule can even make sense. I know some people like, dude, I am not a morning person, this, that, and the third. I wasn't either. But with doing the things that I do aside from homeschooling, I need to be up at least 2-3 hours before they do. And I don't really sleep long like that anyway. So anyway, the first thing that they do is brush their teeth, wash their hands, face, potty, and things like that. I make breakfast. Sometimes Jay will help with the pottying and brushing their teeth and washing their hands and things like that, getting dressed. Other times Jay will go ahead and do the breakfast or bring breakfast. So after they do that, we do the breakfast thing, and then we have circle time, which within my circle time, what we do in our circle time is like social and emotional development. So that just means that we might have a circle time where we read a book, we go over the ABCs together, we play games together, we do all that within 30 minutes just to kind of get them up and like cheerful, right? Then I had creative art for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Y'all can make this as long as you want to, y'all. Then I have math and science. Then I have a snack between 10 and 10:30. Let's see. We go over gross motor skills and fine motor skills, which is like outside play and things like that, like throwing balls to each other and things like that. I'm reading the schedule as I'm talking to you guys too. We also have inside or outside play, and you could like what I probably do is just make this one from like 10:30 to 11:30 because if they're already outside, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna stay outside. But this says physical health is what I had on there. So they probably get an hour of play outside if it's not raining, and if it's not too cold, they get that hour of play. After they get that play, they come back in, they have like their lunch, they potty, wash their hands, and then it'll be lunchtime. After the lunchtime, y'all, we put them down for a nap. You can do this however long you want to. Some kids sleep for an hour, some kids sleep for an hour and a half. We have found out that if we sit here and make both of them take a nap, even though Julian's been turned 6, he still takes a nap. You may or may not implement this within your schedule. Also, when they wake up, they do the same thing. They go to the potty, wash hands, and then they had a PM snack. Okay. After that, after they have a snack, we do we do language and literacy, which means we probably read the book and stuff like that, and go over like some words and things like that, like sight words and things like that. We just make it out of a game. Y'all know the kids, my kids' age, y'all should be able to read that in the title, but if I, for whatever reason, didn't put it in the title and I just put what I was doing, I have a preschool child and a kindergarten. So, yeah. We have literacy again, and then we have safety and health essentials, which means safety and health essentials. I probably go over with them things like not running away. If you have a child with autism, you know that they don't know no danger. They'll run from a car, they run from the line. They just, yeah, they be doing the most. So that's what we do. And then to wrap it all up, you guys, we do we allow them then like screen time, screenplay, to far as like with the technology part of it, because a lot of schools and things like that are implementing like technology for the kids to learn how to work laptops and things like that. Also, you guys, well, that's how the schedules wrote or made. Sometimes you could change it. I changed it and implement different things at different times, but that's just the easy way to come up with the schedule. That's how we make our schedule. We write it down and do a rough draft. And after we do this rough draft, we then turn around and I put it on Canva and make it like a schedule that actually post up. That way everybody know what we're doing. Also, some classes, some games and things like that, I put on side of our job. So what I was gonna say is, after I do this, I take it and I take the schedule, I put it on Canva, and at some point, y'all, I try to let the boys do class together, but I know you better get out for that. Most classes I try to do with the boys together, but as y'all know, Jackson is in preschool and Julian is in like kindergarten. So like Julian is supposed to this year learn how to count to 100. He can kind of count to 20. He's good at that or whatever. Jackson is still struggling counting to 10, but in preschool they want the kids to be able to count to 20 eventually. So their math is a little bit different. So I try to do their math like around the time their dad gets up and stuff like that, because he does work overnight, so he can have, so I can do the math for one child and he can do the math for another child, and we kind of just go off of that. All right, and what works for one kid don't always work for the other one. So yeah. So that's how I make my schedule. That's what schedule we have. That's what, and this might change too, you guys. And if y'all don't have a schedule and y'all just kind of winging it, if y'all just doing 3 hours a day of like educational time, don't feel bad, because that's kind of how you have to start. You have to figure out what works for what child. We know, I know, also, I don't even think I said it. I have my SEALs, my Arkansas SEALs, which means I know how to make a lesson plan, or yeah, I have the education and the bagging to know what a child from 0 to 5 years is required to do. Julian is 5 now, yes, but he will turn 6 in October, and it's actually his first year of kindergarten, so I'm doing more kindergarten stuff with him. Yeah, and I guess I'll go through the curriculum on a whole nother video, because I want the video to be straight to the point, short and sweet. So yeah, and if you guys want me to show y'all how I make it on Canva, let me know. I will show you guys what I do, or I might just come back in this video and show y'all what my schedule looks like and things like that.